Morning everyone, welcome. It's been a while since I've done these, but I'm just going to do some, as we're in lockdown too, some short themed yoga flows, maybe 10-15 minutes long, that's all. These things you can do morning and night. I had a bit of a back problem myself, and these are the ones I use to sort of resolve it really on a daily basis. Okay, so we're going to start in child pose. So if you come into child pose, your comfortable child pose, doesn't matter which way, you might do wide kneed or knees together. And just feel your torso on your thighs, relax everything down. You can just rest on your forearms to begin with, get yourselves comfortable. You can make fists, stack one on top of the other, and rest your forehead on the floor or on a block. Okay, wherever you're comfortable in child pose. And then I just want you to focus on going internal and breathing first of all. So you can feel your chest probably against your thighs or heading towards the floor if you've got wide knees. So I just want you to focus on inhaling and feeling the expansion in your chest, and if it's on your thighs, pressing into your chest. And then as you exhale, squeezing your core muscles. You can feel them really well in child pose. Squeezing them, pulling your diaphragm up towards your rib cage to squeeze the air out of the lungs. Okay, so just some focused breathing to start off. Nice steady breaths. Okay, final nice deep breath, and then return to your normal breathing. We're just going to go into extended child pose, so just straighten your arms, spread your hands, place your hands onto the mat. You can come into a wider leg pose, just feel into your own back, see how it feels, and then walk those hands away, be as long as you can between hips and fingertips. And then just settle for a couple of moments into the pose, feel into your hips. You can just gently twist your torso right to left, squeezing into right hip and left hip, if it's comfortable. But just feel that extension, hips to fingertips, and breathe. And then nice and slowly start to come up into tabletop. So shoulders, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, tops of the feet in contact with the floor. Okay, so those 6 points of contact. And we're just going to gently sway the hips from side to side. Okay, so just feel into your hips and then start to move your low back too. So you can just gently tilt the pelvis rather, so sort of scooping that pelvis backwards and forwards, feeling the joint, hip joint and your low back. And then come back to a neutral position. We're going to go into cat-cow, one of my favourites. Okay, so we look up to the ceiling, release the belly to the floor, feel that lovely curve in the spine, press into your hands and lift. Hold, press your palm up to the ceiling, feel that belly extending, nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, feel the spine curling the other way. And this is where we try and squeeze things together, okay? So try and push your sit bone towards your chin, okay? And allow your hips to sink back, feel that squeeze, hold the squeeze, press into your hands. And then nice and slowly coming back to cow. Okay, feeling the spine. Sorry about that. And go the other way, look up to the ceiling, belly to the floor. Hold, squeeze everything. And then a final time. Extending like a cat, squeezing everything up. And then coming back to your neutral tabletop. Remember, pull your belly up towards your spine to support your low back. Press into those 6 points and then release your bum back to your heels. So we're keeping everything where it is. Okay, bum back to heels. Start to feel that stretch in your armpits probably. Squeeze everything down, go as far as you can. and then nice and slowly come back up. You can walk your hands slightly further forward. We're going to go into upward dog. Okay, release the hips forward. Now monitor your low back in this position. Only come as far forward as your low back can cope with, don't overdo it. Okay, but just soften the front of your belly and look up at the ceiling if it's comfortable. Hold for a couple of moments, feel that beautiful stretch, and then nice and slowly go back the other way. Okay, just slowly as you're rotating your back one way and then the other, extending backwards. You can leave your arms in that extra stretch position if you move them. Hips back, squash your bum down onto your heels. Okay, inhale, going forward, one more of those. Upward dog. Okay, releasing your hips forward, nice and slowly, feeling everything, pressing into your hands, staying nice and tall in the arms. Looking up at the ceiling if it's comfortable, or tucking your chin in, just feel what feels right. Hips pushing towards the floor if it's comfortable. Nice deep breath in, and then exhaling, coming back into tabletop position. Okay, neutral tabletop. Okay, nice and slowly, bring the left knee slightly more central, right knee straight out, right leg straight out behind you. Try and bring it in line with the torso. Okay, here we extend that leg, so push the back of the knee towards the ceiling, heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes, squeeze the left buttock. Once you've done that, weights to the left to right hand, release the left arm forward. Okay, so opposite limbs. Okay, now really concentrate on your core in this position. Okay, pull your belly up towards your spine. Extend through your shoulder, energize through your shoulder all the way to your fingertips. Okay, so everything's extending. Try and stay stable. We help that by pressing down through that hand, the left knee, and the top of the left foot. Okay, pressing down. Nice deep breath in. Exhaling, elbow to knee. Squeeze everything upwards. Okay, point the toe. Inhale, come back out. Extend everything, re-engage, squeeze your bum. Inhale, exhale, squeeze everything together, hold, point toe. Final time, inhale, extend, and then release back to the floor. And swap over, right knee slightly more central, left leg nice and straight in line with your torso, push the heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes, squeeze the buttock, weight to the left hand, release the right. Okay, nice and slowly, keep your head still. Okay, this is a balance, so the more stable your head, the more focused your eyes, the easier it is. Okay, extend everything away, particularly that whole arm, the fingertips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, squeeze elbow, knee together, point the toe, hold to squeeze, feel the core. Inhale, come back out. Extend, engage those muscles. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze everything together, and then release, extend everything, final time, and then back down into tabletop. Cross the ankles, slip back over the ankles, and come into a sitting position. Come to the top of your mats, because we're going to be lying down at some point. Okay. Engage the muscles of your legs, push the backs of the knees to the floor, flex the feet, spread the toes, press into your sit bones, lift so your spine's nicely straight, tuck your chin in. Okay, relax the shoulders. Okay, bring your arms in line with your legs, palms facing one another, fingers pointing forwards. As you inhale, bring the arms up into staff pose. Okay, so everything's engaged, your legs pressing into your sit bones, lifting, being tall between hip and fingertips. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, palms to feet. Okay, try and tilt from the hip. Keep that chest and head lifted. Push the chest towards the feet. Once your hamstrings start screaming, release the hands. Grab wherever you've got to, soften the elbows. And then tilt that pelvis, so push those hips gently forward. Release the pubic bone sort of away from you along the floor. Flex the feet, so it's that contra That competing things between bending, straightening the legs, flexing, deflexing the feet, pressing your chest towards your feet. Okay, once you're happy with your engagement, release your neck and head and breathe into it. Nice steady breaths. And then nice and slowly release. Come back to a sitting position. Okay, keep your hands tracking your legs, but release your torso backwards. Try and keep that nice engagement in your spine so it's nicely straight. Try not to curl too much through the spine. Come back as far as you can. Okay, nice deep breath in, arms out to the sides. Start to lift back up. Staff pose. Press those fingers up to the ceiling. As you exhale, palms to the feet come into once more your full forward fold. Feeling maybe a little bit easier this time. Soften the elbows, relax the head and neck, breathe. Okay, final breath in. Nice and slowly sit up. As you do so, bring that right knee towards you. So bend the right knee, keep the left leg straight and bring it into you. We're going to do our twist. Okay, so right leg's bent, bring the right arm around behind you, and then you can either grab your right knee with your left arm or pull your elbow over. Now just allow the body to get used to it wherever you are, first of all. Okay, so allow the body to naturally twist. Okay, once you're there, soften everything, relax, breathe in, lift up from your sit bones to the crown of your head. As you exhale, use the exhale to squeeze a twist from the waist up, press into your knee if your elbow's over it to help the twist. Okay, once you've released the exhale, soften the twist. As you inhale, come back to your natural position. Exhale, use the exhale to twist a little bit more, press into the elbow into knee rather. Inhale, come back for a final time, nice deep breath in. Exhale, twisting once more. Okay, come back naturally. Okay, straighten that leg and bend the left knee. Again, pull the knee in first of all, sit upright so you feel nicely balanced. Press into that left foot, left arm around behind you. Again, grab the knee or bring the elbow over. Pull your belly in, get it out of the way of your thigh. Okay, fingers and hand nicely relaxed but spread. Okay, and then allow your body to naturally twist. Take a breath in. As you exhale, use the exhale and the leverage to pull you around, push you around. Don't overdo it. Last thing round, head and eyes. Inhale, naturally come back. Exhale. Use the exhale with the twist once more. Feel that beautiful ringing in your core. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist once more. Final time. Inhale, come back. Straighten your legs. Bring your arms in line with your legs. Now we're going to roll back into a sort of a plowy position. So nice and slowly, stay integrity in your spine, roll back. You can start to bend the knees if you need to. Come down under control. Lift your legs, plant your hands on the floor, and then bring your legs as far over your head as you can, keeping your gaze to the ceiling. Hold, straighten the legs. Nice deep breath in, and then nice and slowly use the core to bring your back to the ground. Keep your legs as straight as you can. If it gets a little bit too much for your back, bend your knees. You're going to come back up the way we came down. Hold on. And then push those fingers forward. Keep the spine nicely straight till your hamstrings engage. Take a breath in. As you exhale, same thing. Okay, come back. Feel the engagement of your core. Bend your knees if you need to. Hands to the ground. And then roll. Bring your legs up. Okay. Plow position if you can get there. Don't worry if you can't. Bring them as far forward as you can. Hold. Breathe. Nice and slowly. Bring your hips back to the ground. Okay, do it under control. Squeeze your core. Bend your knees. And then bring your feet to the ground in a lying position. Well done. You have soles together. Knees flop out to the sides. Tuck your chin in. Close your eyes, take 2 or 3 nice, deep, steady breaths. And then nice and slowly open your eyes, bring your knees back together. And then just straighten your right leg away from you. Just bring your thighs in line, so don't lift your leg vertically, just thighs are in line. And keep that leg straight. Press into your left foot nice and slowly. Bring your hips up, okay? Just so you're a straight line between knees and shoulders, okay? Don't overdo it. Okay, now feel into your left buttock and your hamstring. That's where it's getting. Hold, breathe. Again, try and keep your leg in line with your, or both thighs together. Try it so that your pelvis is stable. Okay, nice and slowly come down. Bend the right leg. Bring the right foot to the floor. Straighten the left. Okay, inhale, lift the hips. Okay, bring them in line. Okay, so you don't have to arch the back on this one. Okay, but just keep straight line between your extended foot and your shoulders. Hold, breathe, feel your right buttock and your hamstring. Nice and slowly release to the ground. Bend the left foot to the ground. Arms out to the sides. Okay, lift your feet off the floor. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Okay, flex your feet. Okay, nice and slowly, we're going to bring the knees to the right hand side. Okay, nice and slowly, bring them as far down to the floor as you can without your left shoulder blade lifting from the floor. Okay, hold, and just allow that left hand side to soften. You can feel what's happening. Okay, look out over your left shoulder. Breathe, relax and release. Inhale, come back up. Okay, once your low back is planted, roll the other way. So bring your knees to the left. Again, feel the difference side to side. Right shoulder blade is your guide. Only bring the knees down as far as your right shoulder blade can remain on the floor. Soften, waist, right hand side. Breathe. Okay, nice and slowly come back up. Release your feet to the floor, soles together, knees out to the sides, arms just slightly away from your body, palms facing up. Tuck your chin in, close your eyes. We're going to do 3 breaths with the pelvic floor. So nice steady inhale. As you do so, squeeze that pelvic floor all the way up towards your ribs. Once you've fully inhaled, hold the breath, hold the squeeze, hold, hold, hold. Slowly release your breath under control. Release the squeeze gradually with your breath. And then inhale for a second time with the squeeze. Okay, squeeze those muscles in line with your breath. Once you've fully inhaled, hold the squeeze, hold the breath. Release under control, relax it, control it as you exhale through your nostrils. Final inhale, final squeeze. Hold, hold, hold. And then release under control. Languish for a moment or two, return to your normal breathing, and then straighten your legs, come into your final relaxation, Savasana. Close your eyes, scan your body. Feel everything we've been using. Gently press your low back to the floor. Bend your knees slightly if you need to, or bend them completely if your low back is too arched or it feels uncomfortable. Okay, the idea is to become as comfortable as you can. Arms slightly away from the sides, palms facing up if that's comfortable. Tuck your chin in, gently roll your head from side to side, releasing those upper vertebrae. And then bring your head back in line. Start to focus on your breath and your breathing, feeling the expansion in your belly and chest as you inhale. And the opposite, the contraction and the fall of your chest and belly as you exhale. 2 or 3 focused, deep, natural breaths. And then just remain here for a couple of minutes just to revitalize your muscles, your body. Appreciate what you've just done. Feel your low back particularly. And then when you feel replenished, feel relaxed, open your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in, arms up and over your head. Give your body a lovely long stretch, point the toes, flex the feet. And then very slowly bend your knees, roll over to one side or the other. And then using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Nice deep breath in. Namaste.